Hey there, welcome to Holy Holly Talks. Today's video is a bit different. I'll be talking about the influence of Hollywood on real-life crime. Now, before we dive in, let me just clear something up. This channel is all about movies and TV shows, updates, reviews, top 10, 5, 20, and all that fun stuff. That's what I love, and that's what I'll always focus on. But sometimes, certain topics pop up that are too important to ignore. That doesn't mean this is going to be a regular thing, though. So if you're worried that I'm shifting gears away from the content you came here for, don't be. These more serious videos will be rare, only when they really matter. In fact, after this, I've got some great stuff lined up, like reviews of Joker 2 and other exciting movie updates. And hey, if you're hesitating about subscribing because you're thinking, wait, is this channel going to shift focus away from movies and shows? I totally get it. But don't worry. The core of this channel will always be about movie updates, reviews, and all the fun stuff you enjoy. These kinds of videos are just occasional and won't change the main content. So don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon to stay notified for my latest videos. All right, now that's out of the way, let's get into the topic. Cinema has a way of making crime look glamorous, and sometimes we even root for the anti-heroes. Take Scarface or Breaking Bad, characters living lives built on questionable choices, and yet we're drawn in by their stories. Even Joker dives deep into what pushes someone to break societal rules. But the real question is, when do these stories start to blur the line between fiction and reality? Or the better question is, are we mature enough to grasp it? Now let's talk about the impact Hollywood has on real-life cases, using the Menendez brothers as a prime example. You all know the story, Lyle and Eric Menendez, their tragic family history, the trial, and how they ended up behind bars. I'm not going to rehash all that because you've probably heard it a million times. Instead, I want to focus on what's recently caught everyone's attention, Netflix's Monster Season 2, which is based on their real-life story. And here's where things get interesting. Right after Netflix dropped the show, news came out that the Menendez brothers' case was being reopened. Coincidence? I don't think so. In fact, it feels like the Netflix series has brought a ton of fresh attention to their case. Their legal team probably saw this as the perfect moment to dig up old evidence, knowing that public support could actually help them get another shot at freedom. And personally, I do believe they deserve to be free, unless they are very good actors. Everything they say, and the way they express their emotions during interviews, that pain just seems genuine. You can only make things up to some extent. But again, I can't judge, that's not my place. Now, let me be clear before I go any further. I'm not taking sides. I wasn't even around when this whole thing went down, and honestly, I didn't follow the case that closely before. I'm just being real with you. It was the Netflix show that put this case back on my radar. And I bet that's true for a lot of people. Think about it. If we step back and try to be neutral here, how accurate do you think the Netflix series was about the whole situation? If you had to put a number on it, what percentage would you say is true? The reality is, a small portion of viewers might actually go down a rabbit hole, researching, digging through old documents, and trying to figure out what really happened. But for most people, whatever Netflix shows is the truth. Evidence, trial details, none of that really matters to the general public anymore. In their eyes, the Netflix version is the truth. Oh, and did I mention? Even Kim Kardashian has come out to publicly support the Menendez brothers recently. It just goes to show how much power media and celebrity influence have on these situations. Now, keep in mind, I'm only using the Menendez brothers case as an example here for this video. It's a great illustration of how Hollywood can reshape public perception of real-life events. But just to be clear, this video isn't about whether the Menendez brothers were victims, if they're truly guilty, or whether they should be set free. That's not for me to judge. I can only share my thoughts based on what I've learned. The purpose here is to show how Hollywood's portrayal of these real-life cases can have a huge impact on how we all see things, often blurring the lines between fact and fiction. I've been saying Hollywood throughout this video, but the truth is, all kinds of cinema, whether it's Bollywood, Nollywood, or Korean films, can shape how we view crime. Every film industry has stories that make us question what's real and what's just for entertainment. So always remember, enjoy movies as movies, and do not for a minute compare them with real life. After all, the whole purpose of movies is entertainment, right? And that's what we are here for. I think I have already given you an example about movies and series like Breaking Bad, Fast and Furious, and Scarface. At the end of the day, cinema is powerful. It can inspire, challenge, and sometimes mislead. But it's up to us to watch responsibly and remember that while these are just stories, their impact on our views of crime and morality is very real. Honestly, this video feels incomplete because there's so much more I want to discuss, but I didn't want to make it 3 hours long. If you enjoyed this video, well, I'm not even sure if enjoyed is the right word to use here. Anyway, if you haven't yet, then subscribe to my channel, ring the bell icon, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. See you all in the next video.